They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
This defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down now, Frazier. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches.
21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
They'll run on first down. Frazier. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
The Packers sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Go Lion, Lion, Lion. Go. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. Nothing doing on that one.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
West right there.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're deep.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a full.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resilience.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Marcus Williams.
Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life for this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing on third down, Fields. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Fields now to throw. That complete to Downs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One play action. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dalton Kincaid. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, Simon.
At the 20-yard line.
Yep. Right.
On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Downs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 42, Packers 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Go.
On first down, Frazier. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Up the middle they go. Frazier. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, Ken. All right.
Now Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Herbert on third down now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
There he goes, left side. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Packers 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's still barreling through. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On first and 10, Herbert. He'll complete this one to Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 50-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Packers 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3. And, oh, he coughed it up. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And it sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turn it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side. Frazier. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now here is another interception. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Fields on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears extend their lead yet again. A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Next to score, Bears 63, Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. You this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 158 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Flowers. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert on first down now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Let's go now.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Flowers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Back to throw here, Herbert.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 37-yard line.
Go.
And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every